Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Janae. I run a blog called Highlowluxxe and I focus on luxury, beauty, fashion, and travel. And today we are doing October favorites. Usually I would do favorites and fails, but I actually don't have any this month and I'm not gonna force it. So we're gonna get into that. Really quick, I do have some new hair. If you're interested, I will link it below, but I'm really feeling this big voluminous hair and I was wanting to get back to something black, so this is it. And also, if you're interested in this makeup look, I have on some blue eyeshadow. If you watched my last vlog, or maybe the vlog coming up, I'm not sure. I went to an event and I did this look and I got a lot of questions, so I filmed it IGTV. So if you're interested, I'll link that below as well. And lastly, what I'm wearing is a thrifted little vintage top that has shoulder pads. So yeah, if you're interested where I got it from, it's thrifted. Okay. Without rambling, let's get into the video. Okay, first up for favorites are a new luxury purchase. And if you follow me on Instagram, I think I've worn them in every picture since I got them. And they are the Prada monolith boots. And they look like this. And they also come with little pouches, purses that you strap on. I will put up a few pictures somewhere to show you how I've styled these so far, but I love these. Every fall I try to purchase or invest in like a nice coat and a nice pair of boots. Last winter I bought the Fendi like Western boots, and this fall I bought these. If you watched my Paris vlog, you saw me try them on and I didn't get them, but I had already been eyeing them, so I wanted to go in and try them on, and I loved them, but I just wasn't sure if they were a good purchase as far as cost per wear and just longevity, so I gave myself some time to think about it. And literally after I tried them on, I could not stop thinking about them. Every time I bought something, every time I like put on an outfit, I was like, oh, those boots would go so good with this. So that like helped me. I always say like when you purchase something, especially if it's luxury, at least think about, but really anything, think about 3 ways that you would wear it just to make sure like it fits into your wardrobe. And literally every time I got dressed, I was like, oh, I wish I had those boots. I wish I had those boots. That would go so good with this. So that helped me make my decision. So I thought about it for a good month and I purchased them last week from Nordstrom. And also I knew that they were starting to sell out. There were 2 sizes in like my size left, 2 pair at Nordstrom when I bought those. And then my friend actually texted me yesterday and was like, where can I find those boots? Like, I think I really want them now. And I was like, girl, I'll look for you, but I don't know. And I literally, they were sold out everywhere. Like there was a 36, I think on one site, and then a half size down that she needed on another site. And like, that was it. And I was like, they run big. Here's the link. Like you need to buy them ASAP if you want them. So that was a ramble, but I love them. So that's my first favorite of October. Moving on. Okay, next favorite are my lashes. And I've been getting a lot of questions since I've been vlogging around what lashes I wear. I wear Lava lashes, and these are just 2 fresh new pair because I like to keep fresh pairs on deck. So I wear 2 styles. If I am like getting glammed up, going out, doing my makeup, taking pictures, just, you know, going out on dates, something like that, I wear the flirty lash. And that, I don't know if you can see it. That's what it looks like. It's just a little thicker, but still like very natural. And it's fluffy and I love it. I don't have them on today. I'm just testing out a new pair from a black owned business. So I'll keep you posted on that. But this is my go-to lash when I need a little like extraness, but I still like a little, like, I don't like too much. I just don't like too much. I don't like it to block my eye makeup. So I love these. The Flirty Lash from Lava Lashes. And when I'm going for a more like no makeup look, maybe I just put on a little concealer and do my brows, then I wear the Sweetheart. I wear the Sweetheart lash. And this one is just a little shorter than that one and then just a little thinner, but still like super fluttery, really natural, and these last. They're 30 bucks and that's, I know, really expensive for lashes, but these will last me, 1 pair will last me a month. So it's well worth it. Like you can just keep reusing them. When you take the glue off, they don't fall apart. So I wanted to share those because they have been a favorite for a long time. And I can't remember if I talked about them in a video, and I know I definitely didn't talk about both pairs. So these are my go-to, either the Sweetheart or the Flirty, depending on like the look that I'm going for. Best lashes that I've tried so far. Next favorites, 2 items. They are primers. I have never been a primer wearer, and I was beginning to notice like my makeup by the end of the day was just looking just tired, just wore down, like just basically slipping off my face. And I just did not understand why. And I did partner with Strivectin. This is the primers I'm going to talk about. I did an Instagram collab with them. But again, I don't talk about anything or share anything that I don't absolutely love. So before our partnership, I tested these out for a week. And I was like, what have I been doing with my life? They are really, like, literally all of my friends, I'm like, you need to get this. So let me just tell you what it is. It's the Line Blurfector Anti-Wrinkle Instant Wrinkle Blurring Primer. And then the Lid and Under Eye Brightening Primer. So I use this one in my laugh lines, on my chin, and my nose, and on my forehead. And then I use this one just under my eye. It's also an eye primer, so you can put it on your eyes too to like help with your eyeshadow. But I focused under my eye. Let me tell you, like by the 5 days that I tested it out before I even agreed to do the collaboration, I was at the end of the day, I was like, Josh, look at my makeup. Like, do you see this? There's no laugh lines. Look at my under eye. Like, I was literally in shock. Yeah, so I use it every day. Like every day, this is a new favorite. I also use their moisturizer, which I really like. They sent me like a bunch of things to try and let me pick like what I wanted to talk about and what I was passionate about, which I loved. And these two just changed my whole makeup game. I was really struggling with like my makeup just lasting until the end of the day and looking just as good. I felt like after like 3 or 4 hours, it was just like, what makeup? What did I do today? So anywho, these two are amazing. There's a IGTV on my Instagram of like how I use it, and then kind of like me coming back at the end of the day to kind of like show, but they're so good. And I don't know why I wasn't using primers. So maybe there's a bunch of other primers that are equally as amazing, but those are great. Next up, another makeup product. I'm sharing a lot of makeup in this one because I feel like I've been playing around with makeup more in October. So sorry, those are a lot of favorites. But this one is an oldie but goodie, and it is the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. And I use medium to dark. As you can see, mine is like hitting pan. And this is the shade, I use the contour shade. And it's just perfect. Like it is, I think this is like, I don't know, maybe $5 or $6. And it is just the perfect, for me, cool tone. It's not too red. I have yellow undertones, so I don't like anything that's too like red or too warm. And it's the perfect cool tone that just creates like a very natural shadow. I use it to contour here, and I use it to contour my nose, and I just love it. It's affordable, and the shade is perfect. And I used, I think I talked about that Sephora palette, which I still love because it has like great highlights. Oh, it's right over here. Hold on. This palette, I talked about the contour shade in here, which I still love. Like this palette is just phenomenal. But I use that contour more like if I'm going out or I want something a little more dramatic, like I want a full-on beat. Maybe I'm like taking professional pictures or doing like an event. But this is great for just every day because it's just a little more natural, but still gives you just that kind of like flawless finish. Yeah, I just love it. I don't need to ramble about it, but it's really good. I get mine from Target, and I think it's like $5, maybe $7, $5 to $7. Okay, next up, I have some clothing items. So this sweater, let me see, let me put it over here. This was in my Paris haul. I'll pop up some pictures of like me styling it. But I saw it on Instagram initially, and I was like, I need to have it. I went into the Mango. It's from Mango. I went into the Mango in Paris, like with the picture, and was like, where is this? I need it. And what drew me to it is that it is such a good dupe. I always talk about trying out dupes before you invest in a luxury item, just to make sure you get your wear out of it, that you love it. And it was like a side-by-side. I think it was on the Instagram page, Diet Prada. I'll put it here if you don't follow them. But they basically just like show you like when other brands recreate or create dupes of designer goods. So they did it like a side-by-side of an Isabel Marant look and then the Mango kind of recreation or dupe. And I was like, I need it. And I like took that picture into Mango and I was like, do you have this in stock? Like, where is it? And they showed me and I bought it. And I wasn't sure. I love Isabel Marant. I've never invested in any of their pieces, but I just love the overall like aesthetic and vibe. So I was interested to see if I would get a lot of use out of that, and it has been my go-to sweater. The color is perfect. This like dark camel, it's just so perfect. It looks so luxurious. It's so well made, and I love it. I think it was, I mean, it was a little pricey for Mango. I want to say it may have been $60. But again, the like fabric, the quality is great, and it's super stylish and looks very designer. So wanted to mention that because I wasn't sure how much wear I would get out of that, and it has been my favorite sweater so far since we've been in sweater weather. It's been my favorite. Next up, a pair of boots. And I'm pleasantly surprised that these are on my favorite list, and they are a pair of Nine West boots. And they are white boots, and I will pop up, of course, a bunch of pictures of me wearing them. I did a partnership with Nine West, and I have been really into white boots. I have a few pairs. I think I showed my Jimmy Choo boots that I got before I got these. So I was like, oh, let me just get another pair for like, if I'm going somewhere, maybe I don't want to like run the risk of like getting those dirty or messing them up. I'll have these. But I assumed I would just still wear my Jimmy Choo boots more, but I've been wearing these more. They go with more because those are kind of like a little more creamy, and these are a little more like, not stark white, but like off-white. And they just feel great. Like, I get so many compliments every time I wear them. I've definitely worn them more than the Jimmy Choo boots in October, but every time I like put on an outfit, I'm like, oh, I need a white boot, and I'll try on both pair. Like, I'll put the Jimmy Choo on one foot and then the Nine West boot on the other foot, and 9 times out of 10 I go with this boot. So I mean, it sucks for me because I bought the Jimmy Choo boots, but those will have their time. But I'm just pleasantly surprised, and I mean, I think they are $149, and the Jimmy Choo ones are a lot more. So if you are looking for a dupe, or you want to get into white boots, or you liked my Jimmy Choo boots, but obviously you don't want to pay that price point, those Nine West ones. Of course, everything will be linked below, but those are just really surprised me in a good way. So the next favorite for October is my Rent the Runway subscription. So I got a lot of questions about this, and I think my last vlog I talked about the outfit I wore was rented, and I think I showed you when I got my rental, like my items, and a lot of people had questions on how it worked, and I didn't want to do like a whole video. But I love Rent the Runway. I was super skeptical. They reached out to me and gave me like 2 free months in the summertime, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to use this. Like, I'm just not into it. Like, I love my clothes. If I like something, I want to keep it. But I was wrong. So now I pay for it. I've been paying for it for the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. And I have the unlimited subscription. I don't know all of the options, but I have unlimited, which is $150 a month. And I can rent 4 items at a time. I can keep them as long as I want. And if I want something new, I just send something back. So last week I got 4 items, and I sent back 3 on Monday. They got them Tuesday. And then I was able to pick 3 more items because I kept a sweater that I just really loved. So that's kind of how it works for the unlimited. Again, I don't know all the details for I know they have different options, but I really like it. One, for like, if you are going somewhere. I don't go to a lot of events, so that's why I thought it wouldn't be very useful to me. But if you do go to events, it is great. Like when I went to the Convos with Claire event, I just picked a bunch of things and kind of had some options instead of buying like a dress or an outfit for that specific occasion. When I went to Miami, same thing. Like, I don't have a lot of going out clothes, so I rented like 4 different like kind of sexy-ish dresses to just have options when I was there. So it's really good for those type of things. But then also just for me to test out things if I'm interested in buying them. I think I showed on the last vlog, there was a coat from the Couples. It was like tan, it had fringe on the back, and I was eyeing that on, I think, Intermix or Farfetch, one of those websites. I was kind of looking at it and interested in it. So I rented it to see if I really liked it before I bought it, and I didn't. So I sent it back. But that's a great way to test out things and see how much wear you'll get out of them. And then for me also, just to try out new trends or just things that are kind of out of the box. Like the things that I rent from there, like I rent more colorful pieces or just things that I don't know if I would normally invest in, and then if I end up loving it. You also have the option to buy if you really fall in love with something. But usually, like, after a couple days, or even if I keep something a couple weeks, I'm kind of over it at a certain point, and you're like, whew, glad I didn't have to buy that. So that's my spiel on Rent the Runway. That's kind of all I know. A lot of people use it for, like, they have workwear, they have coats, they don't have shoes, but they have like handbags. What else do they have? Jeans, shirts, skirts. They have a lot of stuff. So, and I think you can get, a lot of people have codes, so I would like maybe like search the hashtag Rent the Runway on Instagram and see if you can like save some money. I don't have a code anymore. Again, I just pay for it. But you try that first. If I can find anyone that has a code, I'll link it below. But I love it. So far, so good. I think you can cancel at the first of every month, but I'm just going to keep it going because I like having the option. Also, I use it when I feel like buying something, but I know I shouldn't spend any money. It's like online shopping. I just like will return something and then I'll just go in there and I get to pick whatever I want. So a little tip from me to you. Okay guys, that is it. Those are my October favorites. I hope you enjoyed this. Before I go, if you don't know, I also have a Facebook community. It is called the Luxxe It Up community. So if you're interested in sharing your love of fashion, beauty, all things fabulous with other women that are like you, make sure you join. I will leave the link below. We have currently around 700 members and it's awesome. I share a lot of like my everyday outfit of the days. I share a lot of inspo and other people share. So it's not just about me, it's about just other people that love fashion and beauty as much as I do. So if you're interested, I'll leave that link below as well. Of course, if you made it to the end, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Highlowluxxe and read my blog, highlowluxxe.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.